Hey YouTubers, what's up? I'm working out in the studio on a Sunday afternoon. As you can see, I'm reclaiming some black clay. But over here, I have a little project going on. I have some of the black clay that I've been reclaiming, and then I've also mixed it in with some natural buff clay to give it kind of this marbleized effect. So I'm going to continue wedging that together and then throw a piece, and we'll see how it comes out. Okay, so I've wedged those pieces together, and as you can see, there's a bit of a marble effect going on. And I just decided, just to be naughty, I was going to take some porcelain and go ahead and work that into the mix also. Just put one piece on each wedge there and wedge that together. So I'll do that next. Okay, we've got that wedged together, and as you can see, there's quite a marble effect going on. We've got 3 different tones of clay. We've got the black clay, the buff clay, and the porcelain clay. So let's throw that on the wheel and see what we can make. Alright, let's slap this sucker on the wheel. Okay, now, some of you might be saying, oh, where did all the cool marbling go? And it's there. It's just covered up with slip. So let me scrape some of the outside off so you can kind of see. And if you, I don't know if the camera is going to pick this up because the quality of my camera is not all that great, but I can definitely see layers of black clay, buff clay, and porcelain clay. Let me zoom that up so you can see a closer view of that. Okay, here we are from my point of view. You can definitely see there's some of the porcelain, the natural buff, the black clay. You can see those layers in the lump there. So hopefully those won't blend too much together when I'm throwing, but if I want this to actually have some of those still show, I'm going to have to throw relatively quickly and not piddle or mush my clay together too much, or I'll lose this effect. Okay, I'm opening up the piece now, getting the internal diameter to be about where I want it to be, straightening up the walls, and I am going to resist slowing my wheel down too much. On YouTube, just made a video last night, and he said keep the wheel going a little bit faster to help keep the piece centered. So Josh, I'm taking your advice. Oh, I'm scared. And I'm going against my what I would normally do, which would be to slow my wheel down. And I'm going to keep it going fast. I don't see a lot of the marbleizing going on the outside, but I can definitely see it on the inside. So I'll show you guys here in a second. I'm going to cut off the top. the walls at the top especially are very, very thin, and I am waiting for this to collapse any second. However, I hate the profile of this bowl. Totally hate the shape. So at the risk of losing the piece, I'm going to try to push that out and see if I can't get it to, I don't know, have a more pleasant profile. Okay, so you're like, oh no, what did he do? Well, I just felt like the lip or the side of that bowl was just so thin, and so I tried to thicken it, messed it up, cut it off. It was too thin to almost cut off, so it caved in a little bit more, and so I just kept messing with it. But that's okay. I have a piece that I'm happy with, that I like. I wanted to show you this last thing. Everybody has seen these, I'm sure. These are those little notch tool things. I use them to thicken the lip a little bit, but what's really cool about these, I don't know if you've ever done this before, is I love that little notch because I can use it to like hook onto my tray, and then I can just tilt this, and it has like a little like built-in stand, and I love that because it can just kind of help me center things up a little bit, and then the extra clay that collects on the side, like you see, I can just sand that off when it gets drier. So anyway, that's okay. I'm alright with this. I'm alright with this piece. This is cool. Let me do a close-up, and so you can see the inside a little better. Okay, so here's a better view of the inside. You can see the different kinds of clays. They've made a kind of a neat pattern. So my only concern about this piece right now is that the lip is really thin. So I hope that when I trim that, I don't break it, and it'll survive all the kiln firing and handling and trimming and turning upside down and all that stuff. We'll see what happens to it. If it lives, great, and if not, we'll try again next time. But I hope it'll look good with a clear coat on it. I think that'll be kind of a neat effect. Okay, YouTubers, so can't wait to see what you're doing in your studios, and until next time, adios.